Imagine you're watching the Super Bowl, right? And the halftime show comes on. And that halftime show consists of some of hip hop's greatest: Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar, Eminem, you know, all the likes, Mary J. Blige, stuff like that. What are some adjectives you would, you know, pertain to that situation? Personally, me, I'd probably be like, oh, yo, you know, legendary, iconic, fun, entertaining, sexual anarchy. Whoa, Bobby, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What does sexual anarchy even mean? It sounds like a bad thing, right? It doesn't sound too good. Now, here, listen. I didn't make that up. That was Mr. Charlie Kirk. If you don't know who Charlie Kirk is, he's basically like he's a conservative, like, grifter, like, piece of shit. We're just gonna make fun of him, kind of like the last video, making fun of people for stupid shit that they say. So basically, you know, Super Bowl halftime show happens. All these iconic 90s artists, everybody was giving a lot of praise and, you know, having a lot of fun with it. And Charlie Kirk had to come out of left field and hit him with the good old, the NFL is now the league of sexual anarchy. This halftime show should not be allowed on television. Now, I watched the halftime show, and I don't particularly remember anything inherently sexual about it, you know? But I'm not, you know, I'm me, and, you know, he's him. So maybe there was. Maybe I just took it for face value, and I didn't really realize that it was so degenerate. Maybe I'm just blind to the fact that I am a piece of shit. So it also leads to the question of, like, okay, so if there was something sexual in it, right? And he's pointing it out and nobody else is, was he bricked up while he was watching it? No, I'm not saying anything. You know, I'm sure he was like having a good old time watching the, you know, America's football, American game. Yeah. I'm sure he was having a great, grand old time. You know, chilling with family and things like that. I don't know if he has kids. Maybe he does. I don't give a fuck. Don't care. I'm sorry that they had to witness this sexual anarchy on TV if you do. I'm sure he had family around and stuff. They were probably just chilling, watching the game, waiting for somebody to kneel so that they could get pissed off and tweet about it. But so I'm assuming that at some point while he was watching the halftime show is when something excited him. Something had changed to the point where he felt aroused, bricked up on a Sunday afternoon watching football. Personally, I have no idea what that instance could have been, but that's what today's video is. Today, we're gonna figure out what could have possibly been the instance that could have possibly aroused millions. Because I'm sure Charlie Kirk's not the only one. I'm sure there was many, many, many other people that probably got a sense of sexual anarchy that seeped in from, you know, this performance. Together, we're gonna figure out what could be the cause. We're gonna do this by, you know, deductive reasoning and cross-elimination. So we're gonna, you know, figure out what the exact instance was that he was like, oh my God, this is too much for television. Too much for American television. This is degeneracy. And the NFL is now a league of sexual anarchy. So let's do that. All right. So we're just gonna watch it and then pause when I think that I see something that could possibly be some degeneracy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's figure out what could have been. What could have been the reason, or possibly like what happened? Why was Charlie Kirk bricked up on his couch on, you know, watching Super Bowl halftime show? I'm like, degeneracy in America is running rampant.
Step up in this mother, just a swing in my hair. Trick, quit talking, quit walk if you down with the shit. Take a bullet with some and take this dope on this jet out of town.
So let's break down this scene, right? Not really getting the sexual anarchy vibes that I think they're trying to, that he saw. You know, maybe we haven't gotten to the point yet. I do see a white couch. It looks like there's a picture of Snoop Dogg's mom. Seems pretty fucking wholesome to me. Charlie, don't tell me you were bricked up because of Snoop Dogg's mom. That's gonna be a little bit of yikes from me.
Come back, get back. That's the part of success. If you believe in the ass, you'll be releasing.
Oh, you know what it is? It's that. It's that right there. The album cover. See that? Dog. You know what's crazy? Watch this shit. See that? crazy. My mom got me this t-shirt. Well, she got me the t-shirt and then I cut it and then put it on the back of my little vest here. So we're vibing. But that's probably what it was. He was probably like, yo, that dog ass is too much. I don't like dog ass. Charlie Kirk is based. He doesn't like dog ass. I think that's a pretty good stance. Do you like dog ass? Leave a comment if you like dog ass.
It's the one and only D.R.E.
Dr. Dre, you little busters.
You know I'm riding with the D.R.E.
Dude, okay, hold up. 1 second too. They literally like made it the most clean they possibly could have in the songs too. A lot of these songs, like they literally are replacing so many words that it's literally clean as fuck. What the fuck? How are you? Oh my god, he had to find something wrong with it. Let's just keep it going.
Your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine.
City of sex. That's what it was. He said city of sex. Sexual anarchy. This is what they're feeding to your children. They're rotting our children's brains.
So fire. Put your hands in the air. California, y'all.
Oh no. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I can't wait to see this sexual anarchy right now.
And you know we don't give up. It's not your birthday. You can find me in the club. Bottle full of bub. Mama, I got what you need. You can either feel above. I look, homie, ain't nothing changed. Hold down, jeez. I see exhibit in the cutty man, roll up trees.
Ooh, shit.
You mistake it for a player.
Okay, so that scene so far, I think, is the most evidence right now that Charlie Kirk has some sort of stance, I guess. You know, I mean, they're all like fully fucking clothed. But hey, maybe it was too much. Maybe it was too much for American television. You know what's crazy though? Typically at football games, there's cheerleaders, yeah? Now, I almost think that every single one of those dancers had way more clothes on than any of these cheerleaders. But Charlie doesn't have any problem with that. So I'm confused. Does he want the end of cheerleaders too? This looks like a whole lot of sexual anarchy, and I'm not gonna have it. I think every single one of them had way more clothes on than these cheerleaders. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay. Not a single person looks as like, you know, I don't get me wrong, like whatever. I don't care about, you know, cheerleaders being scantily dressed or whatever, and I don't care if they were either. But Charlie's making it seem like the halftime show was abhorrently sexual and something that should not be on television. Moving their bodies a little bit and they're shaking their asses a bit, but like, is that not what cheerleaders do at every fucking football game ever? Like what? That's too much. That's too fucking much. She bent over, bro. Like, dude, the sexual anarchy that's like exuding from the TV screen right now is insane. She's too thick. Like Mary J. Blige on that stage right now is too thick. You know, that's sexual not only sexual anarchy, but that's sexual aggression. This is an attack on American civilization.
Wouldn't you know, we've been hurt down before. When the pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? And we ain't wanna kill a dead in the street.
If there was any injustice during the halftime show, it was that.
35 summits in the making, I'm talking in WA,
Nowadays, everybody wanna talk like they got something to say, but nothing comes out when they move their lips. Just a bunch of gibberish.
You know, at this point in the show, I'm like, you know, I'm still trying to find the sexual anarchy that's going on. It seems like everything's pretty uniform and like planned. It doesn't seem like an anarchy in any sense of the word. I mean, I guess maybe this 50 Cent part, even though they're more clothed than every fucking cheerleader on the NFL roster. Mary J. Blige was thick as fuck. Maybe that's what got him. Where did he break? You know, this is like No Nut November, but like for him, it was like, oh my God, this is 15 minutes of hell. The man's got no self-control. Is basically what I get from, you know, his statement. You know, there is still like 5 more minutes of the show, so maybe something will happen that changes my mind entirely, you know. Snoop Dogg's mom's back. Charlie, dude, you guys gotta stop showing that. Charlie's getting fucking excited. Charlie Kirk is getting excited because Snoop Dogg's mom, or at least I think that might be the case. He didn't specify when the sexual anarchy started or ended. It's up for debate, you know. And we can't skip over the fact that Snoop Dogg's mom was on the stage. Did Eminem just drop it low? That might be the point where he was just like, he couldn't handle it. The first time I watched it, you know, all this sexual aggression and anarchy kind of just whizzed by my head. I didn't realize it was so bad. A stain on American civilization.
Still Snoop Dogg and D.R.E.
Guess who's back? Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies,
He's fucking thrusting, dude. What the fuck? Why would you do that? On live television too, of all places. You know, Super Bowl has millions and millions of viewers. You can't be doing things like that.
you hear the bass from the truck when I'm
Oh my God, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose myself in the music. I'm gonna never let it go. I've only got one shot. Charlie Kirk also only had one shot, and he busted it all over his fucking television. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out at what point. I think he just made it to the end of the show. I think it was actually his goal. You know, I think that was his goal to just last as long as he could. You know, as soon as 50 Cent's part came on, or no, you know what it was? I think I figured it out. I think it immediately started as soon as he saw that Snoop Dogg's mom. Charlie Kirk is into Snoop Dogg's mom. You know, I'm glad we could figure it out, you know, because he left it so open-ended, you know, for interpretation. You know, I didn't even know sexual anarchy was a thing until today, you know, so thank you, Charlie Kirk, for teaching me something fucking stupid. Here's my real take on it. Who cares? It's kind of funny that Charlie Kirk is saying this about the halftime show specifically and not like cheerleaders also, when nobody on that stage for the halftime performance was even closely like as scantily dressed. And I don't mean to say scantily dressed as in like a bad thing. I think it's a bad thing. It's like, who cares? I don't give a fuck. Have them on TV. They're not naked. Like, suck a dick, dude. You're a pussy. He had to play it safe, but he still wanted to like criticize the halftime show, you know, to get some like engagement or whatever, and there just wasn't anything there. The show was great. It was one of the better shows in like a long time. It wasn't the show's quality. The show was great, and it was really clean too. There was really nothing like bad about it. It was like oddly way clean, you know. That was something I recognized the first time I watched it, was that it was one of the cleaner NFL shows, and like that's not something I really give a fuck about. They could have probably pushed it even further, which they don't have to. They're literally the most iconic artists within their genre, you know what I mean? These guys are literally the most iconic ones. There was literally nothing really sexual about it, unless you're gonna be like super fucking nitpicky about like the certain dancers were like moving in a suggestive way a little bit sometimes. That's what it comes down to, is like what was really his criticism. His criticism was the fact that Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all these rappers were performing at the Super Bowl, and that he doesn't like that. Scene switch. I moved my room around a little bit, so that's why it looks different. I just decided this was a better look. I like the old background, but I don't know, maybe I'll make some changes or something like that. But regardless, this is the end of the video. The main gist is that Charlie Kirk is an asshole. He has to criticize anything that's perceived as un-American. And because these artists routinely criticize America and some of the systemic problems with America, this is an easy jab, you know. This is something that he has to criticize in order to please his audience. That's really all there is to it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thought it would be fun to make some jokes and like screw around and really just point out why this is dumb. Why this is a dumb like thing to even talk about. This shouldn't even be a topic of concern, you know. I need to stop saying, you know. I feel like I say that way too much, but you know. If you liked the video, like and subscribe, like stuff like that. And if you want more content, I post on the Original Freak Show. It's a gaming channel. So that all that'll be down below. If you want to stay in the loop with things, my social medias will be down there: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that cool stuff. But yeah, I'll see you in the next episode.
Hold up. Hey, for my niggas who be thinking we soft, we don't play. Smoke weed every day.